release your gamer exhaust, which is your PP, and come back. All right. See you soon. Love you all.
It's all your fault. I scream my phone calls. No matter who calls, I gotta scream my phone calls. Walking through spider webs. Walking through spider webs. It's all your fault. I scream my phone calls. Walking through spider webs. So leave a message and I'll call you back.
I'm waiting in my cold cell as the bell begins to chime, reflecting on my past life, and it doesn't have much time. 'Cause at 5 o'clock they take me to the gallows pole. The sands of time for me are running low.
Best play to put up the ends and yeah, continue the cycle.
All right. Well, that's awesome. We love you.
Give back to the community a little bit too.
See ya.
We
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
give the proceeds.
You're right. We'll donate some to charity, and all right. So 1/10 of a cent for each of us. All right. Well, thank you so much, and see you in about a minute.
As the priest comes to read me the last rites, take a look through the bars, through the last sights of a world that has gone very wrong for me. Can there be some sort of error to stop the surmounting terror? Is this really the end, not some crazy dream? Somebody please tell me that I'm dreaming. Not easy now to stop from screaming. Words escape me as I try to speak. Tears fall, but why am I crying? After all, I'm not afraid of dying. I believe that there never is an end. As the guards rush me out to the courtyard, somebody cries from a cell, got me with you if there's a God. Why does he let me go? As I walk, my life drifts before me, though the end is near, I'm not sorry. Catch my soul is willing to fly away.
Got an exciting episode today. We are doing we are revisiting our classic episode of The OC by Sarah Kennedy, and then we are doing a brand new episode of Prison Break by Jamie Carbone. Who is not here right now because the prison of capitalism called him into work, and you can't escape that. So, introducing you to my co-hosts and co-producers. First, we got Lydia Manning. How you doing, Lydia?
I'm doing great. I'm very excited to revisit the OC episode.
Mm-hmm.
And I got tatted up for my prison character, because stereotypes.
If you read that tattoo, does it? Can you like escape a prison?
You know what? I'll try out my luck if I get arrested.
And then Shane, how you doing?
Good. My connection's starting to go bad, so let's do my introduction right now before I just completely drop out of the call. I am here, and if I go away, I'll try and come back.
All right, R.I.P.
That's all I can do.
And you know what? This is exciting because this is the first episode we're doing of Spec Script with our two new additions to the team. So I'm gonna go to Jaren first because Jaren George, say hey, welcome as our executive social media overlord, Jaren George. How you doing?
Hi, I'm doing great, doing wonderful. I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yay! That's all the emotions I want to hear. And now I'm gonna go to Sarah. Sarah Kennedy, who's muted right now. So Sarah, you wrote the OC, which we're doing, and you're on the team also as production manager. So welcome aboard. You excited for this episode?
I am so thrilled. I'm extremely excited to have Veronica and Matt here because they're very fun. Everybody is fantastic. They happen to be my close personal friends, and they're on the thing too. So that's
yeah. Cool. So everyone else can just scram. No. So I was gonna jump to actually talking to them, but who here watched? We're gonna start with the OC. So who here watched the OC when they were when it was on? When they were...
I did.
No.
I did.
Okay, yeah. So Dan, Jaren, who was the other I did? Lydia? Veronica, sorry. Everyone got bounced around. So Dan, I'll talk. You're making your Spec Script debut. Thank you very much. You watched the OC. You said it was one of your favorite shows in email, right? Or...
Well, I mean, I really like it. The first season, I think, is a genuinely great season of TV. The fourth season is almost as good. The middle parts get a little wonky, but it's great. It's great. It burns through so much plot. You're never bored.
Yeah. I just want to say, so Dan is one of the hosts of the Flophouse, which is a podcast that's I love for a long time. One of if not, I'll say like the best bad movie podcast.
Sure, why not?
Yeah,
say it.
Yeah, why not? Why not? And a very good wholesome Facebook group. And I have several notebooks for Spec Script, and I have my God's Not Dead notebook today. And that episode of is one of my favorite pod episodes. Oh hey, there we go. That's real cool. So thank you, Dan. But now I'll go to welcome Brody. So I'll go to Matt. Matt, how you doing, Matt?
Oh, what's up, everybody?
Yeah. So you're also making your Spec Script debut today.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I just read the scripts, and they're both fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be playing Adam Brody in the OC, and I'm supposed to say one of my favorite things in the world.
Mm-hmm. Oh, not yet.
Not yet.
Okay. Well, that's it about me then.
Okay.
Yeah, this is very exciting. This is cool, man.
I have to run and grab a power cord that I forgot to plug in because I'm very good at this. So Lydia, take charge of talking to people for 1 second, please. Hey, Brody. Oh wait.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Sorry, I actually had a thing. I haven't been paying attention to who hasn't talked about themselves yet.
I haven't.
What's up, Dahlia? Thanks for joining us.
Hi, thanks for having me. You look so familiar. I'm sure we've met, but I didn't know that your name was Lydia. I'm very sorry. But hi, Lydia.
I don't know if we have, but I have watched your show. Chris was on it.
I just know that I know your face. I was gonna say I grew up in OC. I've never seen the show, but I feel like Dan's description is very similar to what my childhood was. Like, started out strong and then just kind of went downhill. So looking forward to it.
Is this like a post-season spin-off show, or is it just still going?
For my life or this particular episode? I'm in LA now, so I think, yeah, I guess we could call it a spin-off.
Yeah.
You were like a minor OC character, and now we're focusing on Dahlia.
Yeah, now I live in a 600 square foot cockroach infested apartment, but it's still Southern California. It's still beautiful.
I hope this script is an accurate representation of what the OC is truly like. Place, not the show. I don't care about the show.
Yeah, Dahlia has a really good show. The one good Twitch comedy show, Interruption Show, which is right after this show. It's at 3 p.m. Pacific time.
Wow.
Other time zones, and it's
Sarah can tell you.
Yeah, it's every Saturday and every Wednesday, and it's really good. And it's people getting interrupted, so it's fun. And,
I'm in the Twitch chat as Interruption Show. I'll say hello.
Awesome. Yeah, so yeah, Dahlia was just on our recently released, but not recently happening episode of Party of Five from SS Sketchfest, back from when we were a live show with crowds, and that was really fun, and Dahlia's great, so I'm glad you're back. I'm going to go to Veronica Garza. How you doing?
I'm good.
Another debut on today's episode. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
you got a cool dog.
I love that everyone, like, you'd rather use the headshot of me and my dog than just me by myself. He's a very attractive dog.
It's a good looking dog. What's the name again? I forgot.
Colin.
I got my parents' dogs here, and they'll make an appearance at some point.
He will too. He's on his way to where I'm at right now, so he might show up. I don't know. That's the thing about the OC. You don't ever know what will happen.
You never know what will happen. All right. So yeah, let's go to Allison. Allison, how you doing? Welcome back, Allison.
Hi, thanks for having me back.
Oh, well, thanks for being back. How's Central Time going? How's 2 hours in the future out there? Right.
Oh man, 3 o'clock's looking bleak.
Oh no.
Don't want to go to the future.
Oh yeah. So, well, yeah. I'm excited. Did you watch the OC? Because you're a scholar on TV. I feel, especially that era of like early aughts television.
Oh no, not really. I know the Dear Sister meme. I know that.
Oh yeah.
So, but that's about the extent of it. I know that like some crazy stuff happened, and I think a main character, she was written out, like she died, and then they did some crazy stuff with that. I know it was very soap opera-ish. That's what I know about.
Oh.
Spoilers for the OC. Someone dies at some point.
Oh no. I remember it kind of was like it was a precursor to like before people thought TV was good, you know, like it was
before prestige television, this paved the way for it.
Yeah, like I feel like that, like it was like what if like people like what if it was kind of good TV that wasn't just solving crimes and being a doctor or a lawyer on like network TV.
This is Osage television.
Yeah.
Let's see. So Helena, you're coming back. It's been a bit. Helena's a local actor of great esteem here in Portland, and or at least back when theater was a real thing that happened. And now is just kicking ass doing D&D. Sometimes it's
Pretty much.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're back. Did you ever watch the OC, or is this?
No, I did. Was it on around like 2004, 2000? Like, was it on around that? I was watching Lost, so
Yes.
I don't.
Ooh,
But those are different days.
yeah.
True.
Yeah, I don't know if those are at the same time.
No, my close friend watched the OC, so I knew about it from her, and I knew who Adam Brody was, but that was the extent of my OC knowledge. So I've never seen a single episode of it.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's perfect for this. The great thing is that you can either not have seen any of it or really love it or are neutral about it. Okay. So so Brody, this is your
Hey guys,
also.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I had to call in on my phone because these headphones don't work with my computer or whatever. But hey, how's it going?
Oh, it's great.
Hey, video Brody. Hi, audio Brody.
Yeah.
What's up?
Two Brodies. It's amazing. And then there's Adam
Yeah,
Brody
I'm trying
in
to
this. I kind of regret not casting you as Adam Brody, but only because of the name.
I take it.
Yeah. Okay. So, did you watch the OC?
No. I am black.
Okay. I'm gonna check my
But
notes.
I know about it.
And checks
Chris
out.
Brown
Yeah.
was on an episode.
Double canceled.
He had a storyline. I know that much.
So you have two podcasts that people should check out, right?
Yes, I have The Male Gaze, which me and a bunch of other comedians, we're sensitive men and we talk about issues, and we have a lot of women guests on, and it's fun. And the other one is The Dark Weeb, which is a nerdy podcast where I talk about anime basically every week, and one is more popular than the other. I won't tell you which one.
Check out The Dark Weeb and The Male Gaze. All right, and I think I took care of some tech issues, so that's exciting. So Sarah, you wrote this back in Albuquerque. Back for the Albuquerque Funny Fiesta, and let's see. And have you watched the OC since then?
No, still no, but.
Well, we're gonna.
Oh, this is
exciting.
Yeah.
It'll take some time.
Listen, I have seen as many Tumblr gift sets as I need to get the idea about the important stuff. So that's all that matters.
So let's see. I'm gonna take care of one other things, but that was a really fun episode of the show. Another thing back when it was live before the times before. And yeah.
How many people have done the show already? Most of us?
Yeah, it's actually a fair amount of debuts. You, so Brody, Dan, Matt, Veronica, it's all of your first time, and Dahlia and Helen, second time. So, and Allison, second time. So yeah, this is fun. This is the best part of the of this modern in these uncertain times now more than ever. The best thing is that we can get people. What? Yeah.
How many times have I done the show?
I want to say 52.
Oh my gosh. So we're like freshman and sophomore, and you're like the guy who graduated already, and is still hanging around.
Yeah.
Is that the shop teacher? No, he doesn't here.
You're the cool dude. All right.
Yeah, definitely. Look at my Hawaiian shirt.
We're all the cool dudes.
Yeah. So we're about to dive in. Brody, 1 second. I'm gonna send you that thing.
Well, thank you.
So what we're going to do is we're going to say our name, the character or characters that we are playing, and then we are going to say our favorite thing about California. I got to take care of one little thing, Lydia, so if you wouldn't mind starting this, that'd be dynamite, please. Thank you.
Cool. My name is Lydia Manning, and I'm going to be playing a member of Rooney and Guster and one of Gallagher's eyebrows. I think I'm going to go ahead and call dibs on the left one. And my favorite thing about California is the California Condor, R.I.P. And what's up?
That's a good bird.
Oh, Chris, are you back?
No, I'm not back. I just like that
Stop
bird.
making noise, Chris.
Birds. I'm going to introduce Shane Hosey, because we're not going to do that bit this time.
It's not a good bit.
Okay.
What's up, Shane?
Hey, I'm Shane Hosey. I'm going to be playing the narrator and stage directions. My favorite thing about California is nothing, because I'm an Oregonian.
Oh no.
I couldn't think. I mean, I've been there twice. It's very warm. I can't handle it. Jaron, would you like to go next, please?
Oh, yeah, sure. Hey, I'm Jaron George, Virgo. And, yeah, I'm going to be playing the band, or part of the bandmate. And my favorite thing about California, I first lived there in the West Coast, and I love the lingo. I love how people say hella, and I love how the kids cannot curse and say hella, so they say hecka.
Karen, you are also playing not Chris Pratt. Yeah.
Not Chris Pratt. Oh.
Yeah.
I see that.
That's an important role.
Yeah.
Important role.
Yeah, it's kind of the fulcrum of the entire script.
Chris, are you back?
I'm back. I'm better than ever.
Hey, what's up, Chris?
How you doing? I'm Chris Hodemy. I'm playing the other eyebrow, and also a member of the bands. My favorite thing about California is is probably the Farallon Islands, which are these gorgeous islands that are at 20 miles outside of San Francisco. You're not allowed to go there as a person, but they are full of puffins. And I'm gonna bounce.
So just turn into a puffin.
Yeah.
Just go.
Exactly.
Hey, that's a good bird.
It's a good bird. Oh, are you back?
I never left.
All right, I'm gonna go to Helena. How's it going, Helena?
It's good. Hi, I'm Helena Fisher-Welsh, and I'll be playing Julie Cooper. And I've only been to California once when I was like 6 to go to Disneyland. So I guess my favorite thing about California is the actress who played Mulan in the parade there who winked at me when I was 6 years old. I don't know where she is, but I hope she's doing really well.
She's on next week's Spec Script. I'm gonna. I guess I'll pass to Matt. Did we do Matt already?
No. I'm Matt. I'm playing Adam Brody, and my favorite thing about California is all the former New Yorkers who live there now and are miserable.
All right, beautiful.
Yeah.
All right.
I wrote that down, so I said it.
I mean, perfect. All right, Dan McCoy, how you doing?
Me, I'm Dan McCoy. I'm playing Peter Gallagher, which I could not be more excited about. And what I like about California is I'm only ever out there to do fun things, so I have only good associations with it. I don't have to deal with all the bad stuff about actually living there.
Beautiful. Jaron has been a back thing. Allison, I'll go to you.
Hi, I'm Allison. I'm going to be doing a Rachel Bilson. And my favorite thing about California is the many songs about California. Can't get enough songs about California. You got the theme to the OC. You got Californication, California Girls. Love writing songs about California.
Beautiful. All right. Dahlia, how are you doing?
Doing well, thanks. How are you?
Oh, I'm living my best life.
I'm going to be playing Olivia Wilde, who's in this, and my favorite thing about California is Los Angeles because it's not Orange County, and people believe in science over here, which is cool, and they're also a lot hotter than other parts of California, so I feel right at home. And I used to live in the Bay Area where people worked in tech, so I'm just happy to be back among my fellow hot people.
Outrageous, slander, terrible. The Bay Area is so much better.
You're on Spec Script, we're all hot.
Yeah. Then going to Veronica. Veronica, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Well, I'm doing also great again.
Great.
So, yeah.
I will be today. I am reading the role of Misha Barton, not Marissa Cooper. Misha Barton. And my favorite thing about California is Zoom headquarters in San Jose, California. At 55 Almaden Boulevard, 6th floor, San Jose, California, 95113. Keep this connection.
Beautiful.
It'd be a shame if something happened.
Yeah.
Not now. Something can happen to Marissa Cooper, but not this show.
All right. And Brody, how you doing?
Yeah. I'm great. I hope this isn't a spoiler. I'm going to be playing the role of Hercules. I don't know if that is a character in the show or a Greek god, or we'll find out. My favorite thing about California is me. I'm from here, and I'm trying to like myself. So my purpose says that's good for me. So
beautiful.
And also the beach.
Yeah. We like you too. All right, and then who in the production team have I skipped? Oh,
Sarah Kennedy.
Sarah Kennedy, the writer of this episode.
Hi, my name is Sarah. I wrote this episode, and I'm going to be playing the school principal, the role I was born to play. And my favorite thing about California is just all the dreaming, all that California dreaming.
Yeah, I do like that dreaming. All right. Well, that's our amazing cast. We love everybody. Party. And let's get ready to dive into Spec Script, today's first episode, The OC, by Sarah Kennedy. Dun dun.
Should have got a drink of water. Exterior, the beach, night. A group of teenagers gather around a bonfire. Jungle juice is sipped out of red solo cups. It's extremely California, and everyone is obviously from rich families. They juggle holding their cups and their multiple money bags, hefty jewels, and large novelty checks. A girl and a guy set their pile of gold bars down in order to start making out. Another young man wearing a puka shell necklace, cargo shorts, and flip-flops who is not Chris Pratt. Don't know who Chris Pratt is on this show. It seems like a guy who he would play, even though I know he didn't. Walks into the scene. He looks directly into the camera.
The OC, bitch! Yeah!
Cut to opening credits. Phantom Planet's California plays over shots of the ocean and stuff.
California, here we come. Right back where we started from.
California.
Here we come.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Executive producer Dick Wolf. Interior.
Mick G.
Interior, the Crab. Executive producer Red Hot Chili Peppers. Interior, the Crab Place. Night. A new batch of teens. The main characters of the show, Adam Brody, Misha Barton, and Rachel Bilson, are hanging out at their favorite place, the Beatty Bar, with the place with crabs, the Warren Beatty Crab Bait, whatever. Some indie band we'll never see again. Rooney takes the stage.
Hey everybody! We're Rooney! 1, 2, 3, 4.
Rooney something that sounds a lot like the Killers in the back. The three other teens talk over them.
You two are such a cute couple. It makes me so insecure that I need a drink and drugs.
Oh, Misha Barton, you'll find someone. Weren't she my nerdy but still rich boyfriend?
Of course. We're all rich after all. We just need to find right guy.
Just then, through the crowd, Misha Barton finds two eyes she locks onto. It's someone she's never seen before. It's a lady. They hold eye contact for a real long time. It's awesome.
Yeah, the right guy.
She blinks, and the lady is gone.
Anyway, how's college application season going for everyone?
I haven't really started.
What? I've already sent my application to every school on my list. I decided to only apply to schools that had exactly one opening available for the next school year.
Yeah, even I've sent out an application.
No backups?
Nope. I know exactly where I want to go.
Well, as long as it's not the same as my first pick.
The two lock eyes and worry.
Brown?
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I wasn't reading ahead. I'm sorry.
Brown? Brown University in Providence,
Rhode Island.
What? No! You know that's my favorite one. How could you? How could you? I'm out of here. No, I'm out of here. Sorry, Misha Barton.
The couple exits in a huff. Misha Barton is still too distracted looking for that lady. Cut 2. Exterior. The beach. Night. Rachel Bilson and Adam Brody run away from each other, but of course they're both running, so it's more likely they're running together. This is clearly frustrating for both of them since they each wanted to be the one who had the dramatic moment. They end up stopping and resting against the trunk of a gnarly elderly palm. Not Chris Pratt shows up from behind it.
Welcome to the old tree, bitch!
Not Chris Pratt exits. Rachel Bilson and Adam Brody huff and puff, trying to catch their breath. They're making unbroken and extremely angry eye contact. Cut 2. The crab place continues. Misha Barton is now actively trying to track down the lady she saw before. Who was that lady? Was it the future director of the box office hidden gem Booksmart? Surely it is. The crowd of people is thick and hard to move through. These teens just love Rooney.
Thanks! We've been Rooney! Have a good night, everyone! Get home to your mansion safely.
It's just so unpleasant. It's just so unpleasant to listen to and try and watch at the same time.
As a member of Rooney, I hope we never do this on a digital platform with any delayed time issues.
Yeah, talk to him, man.
So well live.
The crowd starts to thin out, and that now that their all-time favorite band, Rooney, is still playing. With less people in the way, Misha Barton is able to track down that pretty lady faster.
Mm-hmm.
Holy moly. It's totally Olivia Wilde. She's so pretty. Misha Barton takes 2 shots off a tray of a traveling server and makes a beeline over to Olivia Wilde.
Oh, hey. Hey. I saw you earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Just then,
Hey, guys! We're Rooney! Time for our encore!
the crowd races back to the dance floor and separates Misha Barton from Olivia Wilde.
Oh, come on.
Cut 2. Exterior. The old tree. Bitch. Night. Adam Brody and Rachel Bilson, having now caught their breath, move on to arguing about their future in a way that only teenagers who have next to no life experience can.
This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
You're ruining my life!
Interior. The crab plates. Continuous.
Okay, seriously. That's it for us. We've been Rooney. You guys have been great. Have a good night.
It sucks that Chris left the band between them going backstage and their encore.
Talk to a manager, okay?
That character died, and I'm a ghost now.
No!
Whoa.
The ghost of Rooney's lost member.
I have unfinished business.
We'll be back later in the episode, I bet.
Yeah, what she said, yeah.
The crowd empties out and leaves Olivia Wilde, who, it turns out, works at this here fish shack bar to clean up a mess and close up shop. Misha Barton also hangs back because A, this is a great opportunity to talk to this pretty girl, and B, her two friends left all their stuff at the table when they stormed out during their dumb college fight. She makes a move to help clear a table of empty cups and bottles.
Oh, hey, you're still here. You don't have to do that. I got it.
No, I don't mind. I got away from my friends anyway. Plus, there might be these leftover beer in some of these, and I never turned down a free drink.
I could use the company. Being so new in town, I feel like I haven't talked to anyone in days.
Misha Barton takes a swig out of a tray bottle. She removes a cigarette butt from her mouth.
I knew I hadn't seen you before. My family is like old rich. We've been in the OC since the gold rush.
Wow, people really call it the OC, huh? I thought that was just that weird guy who looks like Chris Pratt's thing.
Well, my great-grandpa who settled this land would have called it, "There's no gold here. Thank God we've got our oil money, County." If he had gotten the chance, though.
Olivia Wilde laughs again, clearly charmed. Misha Barton pours two half-finished drinks to a pint glass and takes a big gulp.
You're cute.
Misha Barton smiles and blushes, and also fights back the urge to gag because those two drinks were not good mixed together.
Where did your friends go anyway?
Cut 2. Exterior, the old tree. Continues. Rachel Bilson and Adam Brody are still fighting.
Don't you even think of talking to me during third period tomorrow.
Oh, don't worry about that. Consider this a full blackout. Or since you're such a fan of the university, a brown out.
Fine.
Fine.
Cut 2. Interior, the crab case continues.
I have no clue. I don't think they're coming back, though.
Should I put their stuff in the lost and found? They can come get it tomorrow when we open.
Misha Barton shrugs and sort of nods her head. Olivia Wilde scoops up Rachel Bilson's purse and Adam Brody's stacks of comic books and carries them back to the back office. Misha Barton is close behind.
People leave the wildest stuff here. It blows my mind.
She dumps the belongings into a big box that also has Tiffany's jewelry, fur coats, and purebred horse in it.
Wow, do people ever come back for these things?
Not usually, but we hang on to it just in case we see them again.
Misha Barton takes off her earrings and puts them in the box.
What are you doing?
Making sure there's another time to see you again.
The horse whinnies. Cut 2. Interior, school, the next day. These kids go to school, right? They must. Although, I don't know the point. Their inherited wealth will get them further in life than any education. Misha Barton, Adam Brody, and Rachel Bilson are standing by their lockers. The brownout is in full effect, and Adam Brody is giving Rachel Bilson the cold shoulder while she is giving it right back. Misha Barton stands between them awkwardly.
I swear there was another boy who's part of her friend group, a blonde guy or something.
I'm sure there's going to be a lot of blonde guys next year at Brown University.
Whatever.
Uh-oh, guys. Are we in trouble or something?
For exciting TV reasons, the opening riff of AC/DC's Back in Black start playing. Walking down the hall in slow motion are the parents, Julie Cooper, the guy who did the voice of Disney's Hercules, and Peter Gallagher. Also ever present are Peter Gallagher's eyebrows. Julie Cooper takes off her pair of expensive sunglasses and runs a hand through her red hair. They seemed intent on blowing past the kids' lockers until Misha Barton puts a hand out to stop them.
Mom! Dad! Adam Brody's dad! Why are you all here?
Julie Cooper laughs, that fancy rich lady laugh.
Oh, honey, you don't think the show was just about the kids, do you?
Oh no, Brody, you muted your phone. Right? Thanks. Your mother's right, dear. We grown-ups have rich storylines of our own. Emphasis on the rich.
They all laugh, fancy rich people laughs.
I like what they do on Riverdale, you could say. But we never join gangs or murder anyone.
We're that guy's eyebrows, and we're furrowed to show how serious he is.
Yeah.
And I died, and it's just the other eyebrow now. Again.
But where are my parents?
Sorry, honey, no one remembers them. You're on your own.
2 less people for you to miss once you take my spot at Brown.
Oh, we're going up because he's curious now.
What was that, son?
Oh, nothing. Never mind. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, well, that's better anyway. We're all late for a meeting with your principal, and we need to get to it.
Yes. See you after school, honey.
No, Dad, remember? We got tickets to a concert after school.
You kids and your concerts. Have fun. Now off to that meeting.
The AC/DC kicks back up, and the parents keep their cool, slow-motion walk down the hallway. Cut 2. Interior, the grab place. Night. The kids are back for their nightly concert. Some indie band we'll never see again. Guster takes the stage.
Hey, everybody! Guster! 1, 2, 3, 4!
Guster sings something that sounds a lot like The Killers on in the background.
I like my boyfriend.
You'll never see us again!
The 3 other teens talk over them.
So you just have our things to. You just gave our things to a random girl you've never seen before?
She said she'd be here. She said she was always here.
Misha Barton scans the crowd. No sign of her yet.
God, there's a lot of white people in this crowd.
Well, don't worry. I think Chris Brown joined
That is not something to brag about.
God, I can't do anything right, can I?
Don't start with me.
The 2 of them run off to the old tree dramatically, scream at each other some more. Misha Barton heads to the back office like Olivia Wilde had shown her the night before. Looking around, she helps herself to a bottle of Jägermeister. If Olivia Wilde isn't here, she can at least get Adam Brody's comic books and Rachel Bilson's purse out of the lost and found.
What are you doing?
Surprised and shocked, Misha Barton drops the bottle of Jaeger, and it shatters on the ground. The horse whinnies.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. You scared me. Oh my God. Like, my parents can pay for a bottle. I'm so sorry.
Hey, calm down. It's okay. It's just one bottle. Honestly, you could break a couple cases of Jaeger, and we'd sell one of the lost and found fur coats to make up for it. Let me get you a new bottle. A cold one this time.
She pulls out 2 full bottles of Jaeger from the office fridge. They both open them up and sip on it like it's a soft drink and not full on Jaeger.
I hope your friend isn't counting on getting those comic books back. The horse kind of messed him up last night.
He's not going to be happy about it.
I did manage to save the purse and your earrings, though.
She pulls the earrings out of her pocket.
They'd look killer with your outfit tonight, actually. Here.
She walks up to Misha Barton and starts to put them back on her ears. They're close in that kissy way that happens before people kiss. Misha Barton does that really good eye contact thing that girls do on TV right before they kiss, where they kind of steal a look at the other person's lips for a quick second. Then the 2 of them kiss. Big, long, awesome kiss. Like the kind of kiss where you wonder if maybe the writer of this script just wanted to write a fan fiction about these 2 characters. That kind of kiss. Then the office door behind them squeaks open.
Wait, isn't she in high school?
Welcome to the LGBT, bitch.
Go away.
Okay.
Go back to Guster. Meanwhile, interior, the Cooper's giant mansion. The parents and Peter Gallagher's eyebrows are sitting in the parlor of the Cooper's giant mansion. I think in later seasons they have to move to a trailer park, so we better enjoy it now. Everyone has brandy in that they're sipping on. Well, not Julie Cooper. She slams hers and pours another. You kind of see where Misha Barton gets it from.
So it's settled in?
That was the impression I got, right? Didn't you feel that way?
I just hate to keep it from the kids like this.
We're here too. We're always here.
Julie Cooper and that guy who did the voice of Hercules stare at Peter Gallagher's eyebrows. They don't mean to be rude, they're just so present.
Anyway, like I was saying, I just hate to keep it from the kids like this.
Don't you remember the pact we made?
Smash cut 2, exterior, the beach, night, 1979. Another bonfire party, but this one's in the past. Younger versions of Julie, Hercules, and Peter Gallagher are doing some version of the Blood Brothers ritual. It's a little scary for this show, to be honest.
Now, promise. Promise will never be like Riverdale.
I promise, no gangs.
And no killing people.
And no Gargoyle King or Jingle Jingle. Promise me.
I promise.
Smash cut 2, interior, the Cooper's giant mansion, present day.
No killing.
No killing.
Well then, what are we going to do about this?
The camera pulls out to reveal the school principal gagged and tied up on the floor of the parlor. Back at interior, the crab place. Adam Brody and Rachel Bilson come back in from their fight. They are still angry at each other, but they seem to have reached a stalemate. They join Misha Barton and Olivia Wilde, who is on break, at a table. Guster is still playing some truly forgettable tunes.
Monica, you're muted.
Hey guys, this is Olivia Wilde.
And this must be your purse.
Rachel Bilson excitedly reaches out for it.
And my comic books?
Well, it's a long story, but to make up for it, here's a fur coat.
Coming from the back of the bar, there is a faint sound of a horse whinny.
Yikes.
Misha Barton.
Thanks.
Misha Barton kisses Olivia Wilde. Sorry, I got excited.
Whoa, wait, what was that?
Olivia Wilde is my girlfriend now.
We were only gone for like 10 minutes.
Just be glad we haven't already decided to move in together.
Everyone laughs.
Oh, progressive.
The group enjoys the rest of Guster's music performed at this show. Exterior, school, day. It's a new morning. Seagulls flying in the sky to remind you that this is a beach town and will always be a beach town.
Will Misha Barton, Rachel Bilson, and Adam Brody please report to the principal's office?
Cut 2, interior, principal's office. The kids enter the room to see the adults along with Peter Gallagher's eyebrows and Olivia Wilde sitting there waiting for them.
Olivia Wilde, what are you doing here?
What are any of you doing here?
Have a seat, kids.
Remarkably, despite the image you may have in your head of a principal's office, there are, in fact, enough seats in this room for all 8 people to sit comfortably. It's so much bigger than the usual principal's office. The kids sit down.
We had a little bit of a problem.
That's an understatement.
Please, if I may.
Let him speak. We are his eyebrows, and we give him a sense of authority.
After you.
Kids, we kidnapped your principal last night.
Adam Brody, Rachel Bilson, and Misha Barton are shocked and confused. Misha Barton is also a little drunk already.
Now, please,
Yeah,
please. Let us finish. You remember last night, honey, when you brought Olivia Wilde over to meet us?
Whoa, you ladies do move fast.
Well, when I got up to use the bathroom,
Smash cut 2, interior, the Cooper's giant mansion, night. Olivia Wilde walks down the hallway.
6th door to the left, 6th door to the left.
She accidentally opens the 5th door to the left, a coat closet. The principal had been stuffed in here hastily.
Oh, wrong room.
Smash cut back to interior, principal's office, present day.
So then I shut the door, went downstairs, and pretended to be tired so you'd say goodnight and I could confront your parents.
She really had our number, I'll tell you.
Smash cut 2. Interior, the Cooper's giant mansion. Flashback. Olivia Wilde is standing in the parlor, holding up the tied-up principal.
Name your price. Anything.
Smash cut back 2. Interior, principal's office. Present day.
Did you blackmail my parents?
Well, not quite.
Smash cut 2. Interior, Cooper giant mansion. Flashback.
Listen, I just moved to town after dropping out of Brown, and I don't want any of this crap. I don't want trouble.
Wait, did you say you dropped out of Brown?
Smash cut back 2. Interior, principal's office. Present day.
Wait, did you just say you dropped out of Brown?
Now you're getting it, my boy.
That means...
The parents and Olivia Wilde all nod their heads.
Well, that means that they have 2 openings next year.
We can both go.
The cute couple hug each other and kiss for the first time in days. They're so happy.
But wait, that doesn't make any sense. Everything just went back to normal. You aren't pissed at them for all of this?
Well...
Smash cut 2. Interior, Cooper giant mansion. Flashback.
Name your price. Anything.
Listen, I just moved to town after dropping out of Brown, and I don't want any of this crap. I don't want trouble.
Wait, did you say you dropped out of Brown?
Olivia Wilde starts to untie the principal.
Yeah, I know it sounds crazy. People will do pretty much anything to get in, and I left. College isn't for me, Mr. and Mrs. Cooper. Sure, I miss Providence, Rhode Island, and I'd do anything to go back. And I just met your daughter, and I love her. I couldn't give her up.
Did you say you love my daughter?
Yes, ma'am, I do. I want the best future for her and me. Us, together.
The principal starts to weep, but he can't say much else, on account of still being gagged. He reaches in his coat pocket with his free hand and pulls out a full rainbow flag. Smash cut, back 2, interior, principal's office, present day.
I just love. I guess. I'm a romantic.
My dad said name your price, and you didn't take anything from him? Not anything?
Well, I wouldn't say that. Brown University better appreciate the brand new library I just bought them. And you, Missy, you better enjoy your first semester in Providence, Rhode Island.
At Brown?
At Brown.
And I'm coming too. He made sure we got a massive apartment off campus where we can live, and I can be a bartender at concert venue next to campus. My dream.
So you guys are moving in together. Wow, that is lightning fast.
We're all going to Brown. Wow, we're all going to Brown. How awesome.
Yes, you are. Yes, you sure are.
The 4 young people do a high five that freeze frames with their hands in the air. Find the boxes. Fade to black.
That was the OC, everyone, by Sarah Kennedy. Yeah, give it up for all of your cast. How do I do the clapping? Oh, there it is. Reactions down there. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Sarah Kennedy. Great script. Tragic death of all of my characters.
Right.
I love.
Really hard thing to do over the.
Yeah. We did do the audio change thing, and it still didn't.
Still didn't help.
Magic. It's the magic of anyway. But yeah, we had a great cast. Give it up for, of course, for Helena Fisher Wells. Matt Levy, Dan McCoy, Allison Pregler, Dahlia Malik, Brody Reed, Veronica Garza, what everyone, woo. OC fans, how did this stack up?
This was exactly like an episode. This is perfection. This is so good. I can't believe how well you captured, 4 years into one episode. It's so good.
Yeah, no, yeah, from what I remember, perfect. Except,
this was it.
There was murder in the show. It's just
there was guy. Marissa shoots a guy.
Dan, how did you feel about
that? Was a very famous murder on the show.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I can only speak for my character, Sandy, who in this version was a lot more pleased to be rich than he ever was in the show. He was more of a dubious rich man who did a lot of pro bono work.
Yeah, I was going to say he's a pro bono lawyer, yeah. Sandy.
God damn it, Sarah.
Fuck
You ruined the show.
Yeah. Poor Peter Gallagher. How's Peter Gallagher doing? What's he up to? Has he been?
He's rolling in his grave. I'll tell you that.
He's alive.
He's on Zoe's playlist show, and then he also apparently was in the Twitch chat. Everybody was saying that he's in Palm Springs too.
Oh, he is in that. Yeah, Palm Springs is delightful.
I thought
you said he was in the Twitch chat.
Oh my god. I mean,
he's not doing anything else.
what else? Yeah, what else is he doing? Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna go pee.
Okay.
Kick off of intermission.
Before you go, Lydia, I just want to apologize. I've been a real John Lennon, and you were the Paul McCartney, and I shouldn't have gotten in the way. Sorry about that. Yeah, you were like the Beyonce, and I was the Kelly Rowland.
Well,
in the script, the Rooney part.
Well, I sent that message in the chat as an emergency when the Zoom.
It was the emergency. That's why I'm apologizing.
The band thing and the eyebrows thing was something, and all the like in unison stuff was something that like worked so well.
Yeah.
On a live show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So well on a live show.
It's
and I was looking at you guys and trying.
I think we were all trying to be like, all right, but
I was like,
it was the vocal performance equivalence of when you walk into somebody on the street and you both try to go like the other way.
Like a four-way stop, and we're all like, no, you don't.
Yeah. Oh, we lost Veronica because she's only in the first one. I wanted to say farewell to Veronica.
Posthumous farewell.
Yeah, we'll have her back. She was great. Dahlia, you're heading out too.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Thank you, Dahlia.
Say your farewell.
Me.
Wait.
I'll be on Interruption Show in an hour, so make this quick and then come join me.
Yeah. Interruption Show is great. It's always been a treat to be on. Yeah. The last episode that I was when I was on it was really helped me when I was in a stressed mental place. It's a good show. It's the only good Twitch comedy show. So
I think it's funny that you say that while your show is on Twitch.
Yeah, but we're a Twitch art we're a movement. We're an energy. We're a vibe. We're a
That's a step above show.
We're the Bernie Sanders of it. It's not about the show, you know. Interruption Show is great. Oh, a little Rooney. Thank you. And if you're in the Twitch chat, Rooney. And thank you to the real person in Twitch chat who's offering us to buy followers so that we can be famous. Making it big. All right. We'll see you, Dahlia.
That's a good deal.
Yeah, so we're going to now, if anyone wants to go to the bathroom, we're going to start Prison Break in about 5 minutes, 6 minutes. So this is a good time anyone to go. In the meantime, let's see. Let's say, Brody, how did how was your first experience with the OC?
Great.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I still have no idea what the show's about. I know it's about hot people. So,
yeah.
That's cool.
Well, I'm glad you're on it. We got to have you when we need to do more anime. We got to have you on in an anime episode. If you're ever again. So if people who are watching want to check out the Dark Weeb, what is a good episode? What's an episode that you're super?
My favorite episode one of my favorite episodes, we did one on Neon Genesis Evangelion with our friend Heather Ann Campbell, who is a really good writer. She's written for like Twilight Zone. She's written for like Corporate on Comedy Central, and she's like a Neon Genesis Evangelion super fan, as well as my other friend Alexis Gibson, who's also a super fan.
Mm-hmm.
And Heather wrote this thing for like Fox, like ADHD TV when that was a thing or something, which was like a really funny like Evangelion parody. And then like she came on and like talked about that, and we talked about Japan the whole time. It was very nerdy. I liked it.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That is fantastic. Let's see. So the Dark Weeb podcast, people should check it out.
Please do. Our next episode is about it's about my friend who wrote for Rick and Morty comics. We're talking about that. It's really funny. Love to dive into comics.
Yeah.
That'll be out on Monday.
One of our favorite recurring guests, Carolyn Main, did a cover for a Rick and Morty comic. So,
ooh, cool.
So yeah, and Ella Gale wrote our Rick and Morty episode, and it's good. So Dan, the Flophouse is a great podcast. Thank you for your work.
I'm actually halfway through the Alita Battle Angel episode.
Oh,
100% on your side about the the explanation of the war thing.
It's just dropped.
It's like, I know Elliot makes the reference to, like, we fought in the Clone Wars. Well, what's that? It's like, no, that's not the analogy. The analogy is your father was a Jedi. What's that? Doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's a plot line that goes nowhere. I assume they assumed that there's going to be a sequel, but there obviously isn't going to be. But this means nothing to anyone who hasn't seen the movie.
We've all seen Alita Battle Angel.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's swept the nation.
Yeah. Alita Mania is
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, back to what Chris was saying. Podcast is great. We really like it.
Thank you.
It's really great. It's really impressive that you've been able to do it for so long. Because it's like over 10 years now, or
it will be 13 years next week that we've been doing this podcast.
Oh man, congrats! Lucky number 13.
Yeah,
thank you.
Spooky.
13th year couldn't have come at a better time for that number.
It fits.
Yeah. I've not listened to the Elite episode yet. I was surprised by how much that movie wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but that's my wild take on it.
That was all of our takes, ultimately. Just spoiler alert, we had a great time watching it, actually.
It seemed like a fun sci-fi romp. It was a romp.
Yeah.
Romp level.
It's fun. It's fun stuff. I'm glad it got made, and I like any game that any future sport movie. Yeah.
They all. I mean, like I guess it makes sense that like very popular sports take years and years to be formed, and because whenever they try and invent a sport whole cloth for anything, they're always like, no, that wouldn't be. People wouldn't like that. It doesn't make any sense. But it's fun to watch always.
Well, even the XFL, which is just football, is like it's died twice now, and maybe it's gonna die a third time. But I'm gonna bounce to Allison. You just had a great video on I forgot the name of the Bigfoot show, but
Bigfoot Girl.
Bigfoot Girl.
Yeah, the worst Bigfoot documentary ever made, possibly. It was amazing how contentless the movie was. But I couldn't believe. I'm sure all of you have not seen the video, but there's the documentary was it's about this lady that's looking for Bigfoot, but she was inserted later, and they pretend that she was part of this documentary. But she always just conveniently misses everyone. She's like, I'm going to meet up with them in the woods. Oh no, my group got lost, so they never actually intersect. It's very bizarre, but they don't actually find anything or say anything of value. A guy talks about his podcast a lot, and then it kind of ends. So...
Well, as we all know, talking about your podcast is great content, but that aside...
talking about your podcast is good, actually. Yeah.
It's great. This guy keeps going off on these sidebars that have nothing to do with Bigfoot. Like, he's like, when I was a kid, I could see, as far back as I could remember, I could talk to dead people, which could be awkward.
Yeah.
Why is he talking to dead people in this Bigfoot documentary?
You said that she wasn't originally part of this.
Yeah.
Is that like a... Is it like
it's
a plot
not.
point?
No, it's not. This is supposed to be. They're presenting this as a legit Bigfoot documentary. It's not supposed to be a mockumentary, or it's not supposed to be scripted. It's just supposed to be like they go in the woods and they're like, we're gonna find Bigfoot, and they go, what is that? And then nothing really happens. But this, I don't know. I think they shot like a half-finished documentary, and they were like, we have nothing, so we're gonna pretend that it's about this Bigfoot girl who comes in wearing this like cloak in the woods and is like, I'm Kiana, the Bigfoot girl, and I had an experience with Bigfoot as a child, and I'm gonna find Bigfoot, and I'm gonna meet up with our guides and this podcast man, and I'm gonna do all this, and then like she never interacts with anyone. She's never in the same place. She talks about being there, but she's never really there. It's very weird.
That is weird.
I gotta tell you, so far this is a great ad for the movie. I want to go watch it.
Wes Anderson.
Yeah.
The best part is when there's this native guy that they bring in as their guide, and he has these talking head segments talking about this, and he starts going off on these tangents about like infecting Bigfoot. Like he's like, don't infect Bigfoot with your human diseases, and you know, when you have your like Jane Goodall moment, you need to wear a mask and all that. And I'm like, what? We don't have any proof that Bigfoot even exists, and he's already jumped into this next level. Just find him first. It's very good.
What do you think Bigfoot's been hiding? He's scared of the common cold.
Yeah, well, Bigfoot practices social distancing.
This was before the pandemic, so he was really forward thinking about all this stuff.
He saw which way the wind was blowing.
Anyone who here was a cryptozoology person when they were any point in their life?
Was.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Who here it was or is still as you should be? Because I went to Willow Creek when I was 11, which is like the Bigfoot capital of arguably the world. I have a Bigfoot footprint someplace. And I definitely like spent like a few years like using all my chore money as a kid buying every Bigfoot or sea monster book. I was never into supernatural monsters, only like ones that are evolutionarily logical, like a megafauna primate living in the woods in Northern California. You know, like Loch Ness Monster and all that jazz. But yeah.
Do you still believe in that stuff? Do you think like it could happen?
I want to, but I don't. I feel like. Because I just feel like if I do believe it, then it's just like, oh no, they would just be like hunted or killed, or like some oil company would just destroy their homeland, and it was just depressing. I'd rather they never lived at all than to be wiped out by the...
Yeah, knowing oil companies, as soon as they find out Bigfoot is there, it's like, well, there's no oil there, but we gotta build a refinery there.
You find out that,
I mean, if dumb Bigfoot movies teach me anything, it's the lumber people gotta watch out for.
True.
It's the big logging companies that are really get you Bigfoots.
Yeah, that's bad. So it's like it'd be like if they found out that the chupacabra existed, but then you found out that like Coca-Cola like hired death squads to go execute all the chupacabras.
Wait, why would Coca-Cola go after the chupacabras?
Because
someone hasn't done their research on Coca-Cola.
Because Coca-Cola's secret ingredient is goat blood. We all know this.
Because Pepsi already killed the Mothman. They need more.
Yeah.
That's why you never have the two people who know the Coke recipe in the same room together, because then they'll lose their chupacabra secrets.
They'll be killed by
they have to kill each other.
Highlander rules.
So we're back from our dynamic and controversial halftime show, and here we are getting into Prison Break, which I'm really excited for. Sadly, Jamie Carbone, the fantastic writer, Portland comedian, formerly Chicago comedian, beloved by many, at Thick Sonic on Twitter, and My Dad Gets Mad on Instagram. He's stuck at work because the evils of our system. They crush revolutionary artists like us. But he wrote a fantastic episode of Prison Break, which he's never seen. And I'm excited for this, because I don't know if I'd say Prison Break is like one of my favorite shows ever, but it is definitely a show that I watched all of like the first 4 seasons of. I haven't watched any, and then the made for TV special movie. I've not watched the revival season because I'm not that loyal. But did anyone here? No one remembers Prison Break, but it was like a big deal when it was on for like 2 years, and then no one cared about it. Did anyone here besides me watch Prison Break? Hey, Dan.
Few episodes.
Matt, is that like a kind of?
I have a weird story about Prison Break. Yeah.
Gimme.
So I've never actually really seen the show, but I went to film school, and like the directing professor, his claim to fame was he directed a couple episodes of Prison Break. His name's Michael Switzer, and when we took editing classes, we were given raw footage of Prison Break. So I've seen like the actual like takes, behind the scenes footage of Prison Break, but never seen the show, and edited it myself for a grade. Like I've been graded on Prison Break footage I edited in 2009.
That is fantastic.
Matt, the way you started that story, though, it sounded like, listen, I've never seen Prison Break, but I have gone to prison.
I mean,
I broke out.
Film school is the greatest of prisons. So Dan, you also watched Prison Break?
Mm-hmm.
Also
I thought it was pretty great for a season or two, but like, it's one of those, I don't know, somewhere around the like post Lost, people started making these shows with premises that don't sustain more than a few seasons. But American TV wants to keep cranking them out, so I don't know. They should have stopped it after they got out of prison, pretty much.
Yeah, I agree. I liked season 2 a lot, which was when they were all on the run and William Fichtner was brought in. And that was like fun. But then like in 3 they go back to prison, but this time it's in Panama. And then I think season 4 is they're fighting an evil secret government agency. Like it's like, I don't know.
I only like at a certain point I started like reading like the Wikipedia for it rather than I think that like. Don't they like kill off the main love interest and then she comes back somehow even though they like, chopped her head off or something?
Oh my god! Yeah, they killed her off because she was pregnant because Hollywood is good. And then I guess they brought her back. They put her head back on. They got her the head putting on back. Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Wasn't that a joke in like that soap movie with Whoopi Goldberg? They asked her to write back a character whose head got cut off.
All right. Well, all right. So Sarah looked like she wanted to say something, but I have to ask one question to Brody, and then Brody, as the anime expert, how long can somebody's head be cut off, like sliced, before they die?
It depends on the anime, but usually around like 30 episodes or so. Yeah, if those episodes are contained in 1 or 2 fights, then yes.
Okay. All right.
It also depends if they're doing this or not.
Yeah.
So if they're holding it on, then that can buy another time.
If I assume if they're more pompous, it stays on a bit longer so that they can be more shocked when it falls off, right?
Yeah, and especially if there's some kind of android or something. Usually they're going to be an android.
Oh, yeah. So Sarah, what did you want to say?
Mostly, whenever you guys come up with something outlandish, I feel like a compulsion to act it out. And so all I was really doing was just acting out, putting somebody's head on and just like flicking it in place. Stay.
All right. Well, I'm excited for this. We're gonna do our name, the character or characters we're playing, and then we are going to do our favorite thing to break. So I'll dive in. I don't think I'm actually playing anyone in this, which RIP to me for dying in the last one. I'm so mad at the person who cast this. Me. All right, so I'm Chris Hotomy. I'm not.
Hey, do you want to double up on Teabag with me?
Oh yeah, I would love. Yeah. I would love to play Teabag. Teabag is the worst character I would say in TV history. I don't want to go into why, but like they made him a sympathetic character. Remember that, Dan?
That's actually his name in the show.
Theodore Bagwell.
Bagwell.
Yeah, his name is Theodore Bagwell. He's very reprehensible, and then like they made it so that you feel like they wanted you to feel bad for how like people he did horrible things treat. Like it's not good. Like there's a whole episode where he's like trying to form a family with people, and then they find out he's a monster, and then we're supposed to feel bad that they found out that he's a. Anyway, he's not good. Prison Break might not have been as good as I thought it was. I'm not playing anyone, but my favorite thing to break, is the system. I don't know. My favorite thing to do is to break the walls down like Chris Jericho. Okay, Lydia.
Hey, I'm Lydia. I'm playing Theodore Teabag Bagwell. Who's a good guy. And my favorite thing to break is dance.
Oh.
By which I mean when I used to dance and we were learning choreography and I would mess it up. What's up, Shane?
I'm Shane Hosey. I'm also not in this script. My favorite thing to break is the internet. I show my butt on it.
Good donk.
Jaren.
All right. Oh, I'm getting the hang of this now. Okay. I'm going to be playing Sucre. Did I say it right?
Who cares? It's Spec Script.
Okay.
I'm the first one to say it, so I'll...
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually can't remember.
I'm going to say Sucre.
Yeah.
It's French.
Yeah. I'm Sucre.
Oh, yes, Sucre. I'm going to be playing that character, and my favorite thing to break down my goals and ambitions through every day while I'm having a nice cup of tea.
And then pass the dice.
Oh yeah, passing on to Sarah.
Oh.
Hey, I'm Sarah. I'm going to be the narrator for this script, and my favorite thing to break is barriers between people who may not agree on something, but then ultimately they can find a connection and then make the world a better place. Okay, how about Helena?
Hi, I'm Helena. I'm playing actual acclaimed actor William Fisher in one of my favorite movies, Contact, amongst other things.
Ooh,
also in this show, apparently. And my favorite thing to break is wine glasses unintentionally. On my hand.
Keep your collection safe.
It is wine glasses.
Unintentional.
Okay. Matt.
My name is Matt. You might remember me as Adam Brody in EMC. I am playing the shadowy government agent in this rendition of Prison Break. And my favorite thing to break is bread with friends and foes alike. And, get to know people a little better, just sort of like the barriers that kind of keep us all apart.
Everyone has such beautiful answers.
Dan, how you doing?
Hello, I'm Dan. I'm playing Lincoln, and my favorite thing to break is fast. Break fast.
Oh, yeah.
I almost went with Kit Kats, to be honest. Very close.
Prison breakfast.
Did they ever do a Denny's deal where you could get? All right, Allison.
I'm Allison, and I'm doing the warden's voice. And my favorite thing to break is character.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm recording something. I'm very good at that.
Please don't do.
Don't you dare!
Yeah, this is a professional thing.
Ooh, may I do another one?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
My name is Matt. You might remember me as Adam Brody. My favorite thing is Breaking Bad. Okay, that's all. I'm sorry. I'm done.
That was gonna be my answer.
Was it?
No.
And,
But you have your 10 seconds to think of a new one.
yeah.
No, I have. I'm Brody. I'll be playing Michael, who I think is the younger brother with the tattoos, if I'm getting that right. And my favorite thing to break is my freaking Xbox controller, dude. When I freaking get scoped in Halo.
Oh, wow. Sounds like you get totally pwned.
Seriously, I spilled my hot pockets all over the place.
All right. Well, I'll send you some G Fuel to restock.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that's our phenomenal cast. Another thing anyone could have had is they love Breaking Dawn in the Twilight Saga Part 2.
I'm surprised Jaren didn't say breaking off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Yeah.
breaking the fourth wall.
I gotta go.
I hate that, so I'm glad no one said
Okay.
Me too. Me too.
All right. So yeah, that's our amazing cast, and now time to dive in to Jamie Carbone's episode of Prison Break. Done. Oh wait, before I'm good at this. Shane, I'm gonna get rid of you. I'm gonna put you in a room since you're not in this at all.
Home.
Wait, why are you getting Shane?
Yeah. All right. So now that we got rid of that loser, we're doing.
Did you do that for the symmetry?
Yeah, I did that for the symmetry, which now I actually realized. Yeah, it's fine. All right, cool. Get our beautiful faces in there. I don't think I can do that to mine because I'm afraid that the system will explode.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
You just mute yourself and.
Yeah, I only have one. Yeah, I'll just go to the store. I'll go to Plaid Pantry. Anyway, all right. So now we're diving into Prison Break, Spec Script by Jamie Carbone, who is cool and nice. Dun dun.
Exterior prison yard day. The camera slowly zooms in on a barred prison window where a blue jay is happily whistling, not a care in the world. Suddenly, a large, beefy arm comes out of the window, and with a weird grunt, the bird is snatched inside. The camera zooms behind the bars into the facility and focuses on the large, burly, tattooed man as he chews loudly and exaggeratedly swallows. No bird in sight.
Welcome to prison.
The camera begins to zoom away from the hungry man as narration continues.
This is a messed up place for scary dudes. Dudes who kill, dudes who steal, and yeah, dudes who won't stop talking about how everyone needs to see the Joker. The worst of the worst come here because of something they've done, because of the horrific systemic failings of the prison industrial complex.
The camera zooms around the prison, showing men angrily arm wrestling in the gym, angrily arm wrestling in the kitchen, and angrily arm wrestling in the library. The library prisoners are wearing thick-rimmed glasses with tape on them because in prison they're still nerds. One of them has on Joker makeup. Finally, the camera zooms in on one thin, unassuming young man.
And then you have me. My name is Michael Schofield, and I am a prison breaker.
The camera shows Michael getting checked in, getting his new clothes, his toiletries, a poster of Dog the Bounty Hunter that all the new prisoners get.
You might be asking yourself, what is a quiet, unassuming guy like me doing in a big concrete dungeon like this? I'm a professional prison breaker. I break prisons, big prisons, little prisons, jail and Monopoly. I break them all.
It flashes back to a young Michael gleefully burning a Monopoly board as the other children around him cry.
And now I'm here to do the biggest prison break imagined.
Schofield!
What?
You keep that inner narration down. We got prisoners trying to sleep, and honestly, this is a film medium where the viewers prefer to be shown, not told. Do we have an understanding?
Absolutely. I'm so sorry, man. This is my first day.
Back to voiceover.
Fools. I'll make you resent.
Damn it, what did I just say? Get him out of my sight! A prison guard pushes Michael into his new cell. It's spacious, with 4 beds, 3 already manned. It's clearly bigger than an actual prison cell would be, but this is Hollywood, so we ignore the civil injustices enacted by our government every day. One guy is taking a nap. The other 2 residents are playing cards, but stop to scope out Michael.
Well, look what we got here.
Hey, leave him alone, Teabag. He just got in.
Now, if he just arrived, then he's gonna need an introduction.
Teabag saunters over to Michael.
Welcome to Prison State Penitentiary. You mean, a scary place. But you get by if you have some companionship.
Teabag puts his arm around Michael.
Don't you want to be friends?
This is actually more sexually charged than I'm comfortable with.
Teabag instantly backs up.
What?
Yeah, you're coming on way too strong, and I just got here.
Oh my god, I am so sorry.
Hey, don't worry about it. Just, be cool.
My bad, I just thought there was, a vibe.
Sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I overstepped. Let's start over.
Teabag steps back, clears his throat, brushes his hair back to make himself look more presentable.
Hello, my name is Teddy Bagwell, but my friends call me Teabag. Or they would if I had any friends.
He holds his hand out to shake Michael's, who takes it, but only briefly.
And over here's my friend Sucre. They call him that because he's sweet like sugar.
Sucre doesn't look up because he's cool like Fonzie.
And just like sugar, if you mess with me too much, I'll ruin your teeth.
He says that to literally everyone he meets. He told me to say the sweet like sugar thing to set him up.
Dude, come on.
My name is Michael, but it won't hurt my feelings if you don't remember it, because I won't be here long.
Everyone says that.
Everyone.
Everyone.
Sucre finally gets up to shake Michael's hand because he isn't rude.
This is the Prison State Penitentiary, Michael. Everyone thinks they're going to be the one who finally escapes. Who makes it famous as the first person to get out here alive? But the only ones who really escape are those who die here.
And those who are released for serving out their full term.
Them too.
Well, gentlemen, I'm different. I'm a professional prison breaker. I'm going to break this prison.
Michael unbuttons his shirts and reveals that he's covered in tattoos.
Whoa!
Each one of these tattoos tells me something I need to break this prison.
He gestures to his shoulder.
This is a code for when the guards shift chains.
He holds out his wrist.
This is a blueprint of the sewer system.
He turns around and flexes his back so that you know that he works out.
This is the weather forecast for what's going to be next week.
Sucre points to Michael's tramp stamp area.
What does this one mean?
Michael turns around.
It means my favorite Ninja Turtle is Donatello.
Suddenly, there's clapping. All 3 turn their head to the formerly sleeping roommate, Lincoln, who's clapping and smiling.
Sounds like you got everything figured out,
He pauses dramatically.
little brother.
Lincoln. Hello.
They stare at each other from across the room. They noticeably do not hug.
Awkward.
I hate the energy that's in here right now.
I'm here to get you out.
Good luck. I was the best prison breaker in the biz.
Lincoln takes off his shirt and starts pointing at various tattoos.
Maintenance tunnels, escape routes, bus schedules, Raphael, I had it all. And it still blew up in my face.
But how?
Because, little brother, there's a conspiracy.
Well, surely that must only go to the middle.
Lincoln sighs loudly.
No, little brother. It goes all the way to the top.
Interior, warden's office, Dave. The warden's office is fairly traditional. Desk, chair, whiteboard with an evil conspiracy written all over it. Little plant. The warden is studying over her evil machinations with her shadowy cabal, a shadowy government agent, and William Fichtner. Actual William Fichtner, the actor. I guess he's like in the Illuminati now.
Thank you for coming in on short notice.
Of course.
I was just rewatching Contact.
I'll get right to it. He's here.
We've been preparing for this.
It's a good movie, Contact.
I agree, but right now, let's focus on Michael Schofield.
He's one of the best prison breakers we've ever seen. Folsom, Alcatraz, that prison the Gerudos will throw Link into if they catch him in Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. He's broken them all. And he's only getting better.
Well, he's never been to Prison State Penitentiary. A prison so unbreakable that even the condoms made here are 100% baby-proof.
Beat is also a good movie.
Look, you don't need to tell me this prison's reputation. We've got some of the worst here, and they can't even dream of the outside anymore. But Schofield is different.
Different how?
He's the cleverest son of a bitch I've ever heard of.
Suddenly it cuts back to the prison cell where Michael is explaining his plan to the others.
I smuggled in a gun.
And then it cuts right back to the warden's office.
I'm just saying, you cannot be careful with him. He must be broken before he breaks this prison.
Armageddon isn't amazing, if I'm being honest.
Look, I didn't get to this position by being an idiot. I get here mostly through nepotism. But that doesn't mean I haven't earned my reputation. I'm gonna nail Schofield to the wall. I stopped his brother, I'll stop him.
You better. We need people to fear prisons, not think they're breakable. Otherwise, they might think other things are breakable. The war on drugs, police brutality, even the government itself. We cannot let this happen. If Michael Schofield breaks this prison, you're going to be the one who has to pick up all of the pieces.
The shadowy government agent gets uncomfortably close.
That's not a metaphor. You will literally pick up every piece of debris.
The warden turns her back and stares out the window, rage in her eyes.
I was also in Drowning Mona.
Interior, prison cell, night. Michael, Lincoln, Sucre, and Teabag are pretending to be asleep as they secretly whisper to each other their plans to escape.
So it's agreed. Do you guys play it cool? I'll use my gun, and we can escape tomorrow.
Hey, sounds like a plan.
I'm actually supposed to be released next week, but sure. I cannot wait to eat a Jimmy John's sandwich.
Suddenly, a red emergency light turns on and sirens blare as the warden's voice comes over a loudspeaker.
Attention, prisoners! It has come to my attention that one of you has brought a firearm into this facility.
Guards enter the room, led by William Fichtner. They immediately come over to Michael's bunk. He reaches under Michael's pillow and reveals a gun.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Are you William Fichtner?
Yes, I am, Michael. And while I'm passionate about acting in projects such as Black Hawk Down and The Dark Knight, I'm even more passionate about unbroken prisons. Put them all in solitary. All of them. Even the spy.
Do anything!
Where does it say guns aren't allowed in prisons?
I said, take them away.
As the guards handcuff the prisoners to take them away, Michael, Sucre, and Teabag all fight back. But Lincoln, resigned, accepts his fate. As he's being walked out of the room, Michael slyly smiles. Interior, solitary confinement cell. Time does not matter here. Michael, Sucre, Teabag, and Lincoln are all in separate cells, but are somehow able to still talk to each other. They are all in bad moods.
All right. Which one of you sold me out?
Teabag.
I did not.
You literally sell out every person here, every first chance you get.
That's true, but I hadn't even gotten a chance yet.
Damn, he's right, Michael. It was someone else.
It was me!
The others hear a loud thud as Lincoln punches a wall.
Damn it was me.
I believe I am owed an apology.
I didn't want to do it, Michael. But imagine you spend your whole life doing something, breaking prisons. And one day your little brother starts doing it. You feel pride at first when you see that he's pretty good at it. But then when you realize he's better than you can't help but be hurt by it. I'm sorry, Michael. I let my ego get the better of me.
Lincoln, I wouldn't have made it this far without you.
What?
You inspired me. Before I started breaking prisons, I was wasting away working at the Subway as a sandwich artist. Sure, the meatball subs are good. I got to take any broken cookies home. But without you, I never would have discovered my true passion, breaking prisons.
I love those meatball subs.
I'm a vegetarian.
One day I'm going to get to your level. Sneaking in a gun? I never even considered that. But I got a plan for us to get out of here. Teabag?
Present?
I need you to pretend you're dead.
Can do.
Teabag immediately falls over, smashing his face on the concrete.
Sucre?
Yes, sir?
I need you to start screaming here in a second for guards. I'm going to join you. We need to make them believe there's a jaguar in here. Once they open the cells to fight the jungle cat, we strike.
On it.
That's a pretty good plan.
This isn't my first rodeo.
Well, I've got something I think can help.
Don't tell me you finally mastered lifelike jaguar sounds.
Even better.
Michael bends over and starts retching. For 30 agonizing seconds, he makes the worst vomiting noises that you can imagine. The kind of evocative sounds that if you have a squeamish stomach, you're probably feeling nauseous right now. Sorry. But finally, Michael stops and sits up, holding something shiny and black in his hand.
A second gun.
No, we can use that to kill the jaguar.
Or we can use this.
Michael aims the gun, winks into the camera, and fires, breaking the lock off of his solitary cell. And once free, he shoots out Lincoln's lock as well.
Little brother.
They finally hug. It's full of love and positive masculinity.
Let's get you out of here. We can break this prison together.
Michael proceeds to shoot out the locks for Sucre and Teabag cells.
Come on, we're a team now. We're all getting out of here.
Hell yeah.
Let's do this.
The three leave the cell block. After a beat, Sucre comes back in and walks over to Teabag's cell, pushing the door open.
Oh, you're like fully unconscious.
Interior Warden's office, night. The warden and William Fitchner are both drinking from glasses of brandy as they look at the evil board. They have smug looks on their face as they think their plans are finally coming together.
Those fools at the government think they've got me wrapped around their finger. They think I'm a cog in their machine and that you're a fool obsessed with his own filmography. Well, we'll show them, and soon we'll be the heads of the FBI and the CIA.
They both laugh.
Drowning Mona That's pretty good, though.
They continue laughing. Suddenly, an alarm goes off. An alarm that can only mean one thing, that someone or someone's is escaping.
Schofield!
William Fitchner walks over to the window, peeks through the blinds, turns around and nods.
How? We planned for everything. We even took away his gun.
William Fitchner looks back outside.
Something we didn't plan for. He had a second gun.
The warden screams and throws her brandy glass through the window, barely missing critically acclaimed actor William Fitchner.
You go out there and you recapture him, or this prison won't be the only thing broken around here.
William Fitchner nods and runs out. The warden walks over to her desk and pulls Michael's first gun out of the drawer.
It looks like I may have to take care of this myself.
Exterior courtyard night. Michael, Lincoln, and Teabag, supported by Sucre, dash across the prison courtyard as spotlights dance across it. There are explosions and fires raging around them. Prisoners are fighting guards running for their lives. That guy with the Joker makeup from earlier is playing basketball by himself. Every time a guard approaches, Michael holds up his gun and they back off. They know he's not a man to mess with.
Where are we going?
Over here. I have a plan.
As they get close to the perimeter of the fence, Michael fires his gun once and the whole wall just falls away. Him and Lincoln make eye contact and nod affirmingly. They cross over the toppled fence and end up on the warden's personal helipad, where a shiny new Boeing CH-47 Chinook helicopter awaits. You know, the military helicopter that Michael Bay is horny for.
It's too beautiful for words.
Man, I only heard rumors. I never knew this helipad really existed.
Michael lifts up his pant leg, revealing a tattoo of a helicopter.
This is why you always got to do your research.
Wait, who's that?
Standing in front of the helicopter and their freedom is the warden. She's brandishing the gun in an intense and intimidating fashion. She also has on a Braveheart makeup because she too strives for freedom. Freedom from Michael Schofield being alive.
Oh my god, there's 5 of her.
Man, you absolutely have a concussion.
I don't want any trouble, Warden.
Then you shouldn't have tried to break out of my prison.
Look around you, Warden. Your prison is broken.
The camera zooms in on the Joker prisoner playing basketball again, while fires rage on behind him. He isn't very good, and he misses a layup.
You've already lost.
Suddenly, Lincoln is shot and collapses.
I still have a gun.
No!
Michael runs over to cradle his brother, who coughs with blood leaking from his mouth. It's kind of gross.
You're gonna be okay.
Michael.
Take deep breaths. Stay with me. I've got you, big bro.
Michael.
I need a medic here. Stop. I need 50 cc's of adrenaline. I'm not gonna lose you.
Michael?
Michael starts crying over his brother's body.
Michael.
Huh?
I think I'm gonna be fine.
What?
Yeah, I think she just hit the meat.
Oh, you're bleeding from your mouth.
Oh, I just brushed my teeth before this. Gingivitis isn't a joke. Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
She still has a gun!
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Teabag, seemingly recovered from his head injury, gets up with the renewed vigor. He strides over toward the warden with a confidence that you only see from white men. He picks up his pace until he is in a full run, and then when he's 10 feet from her, she shoots him.
Damn.
What was your plan there?
I don't know, I have a major head wound.
Are you all this dumb?
It hurts so bad.
It's only going to get worse for you.
Warden aims, ready to finish off Teabag when Michael acts. He throws his gun at the warden like a boomerang, knocking hers out of her hand, and they both go clattering off into the darkness.
Prison not the only thing I can break, Warden.
Schofield!
The warden and Michael run out at each other. As if on cue, DMX's Rough Riders anthem cues up. They brutally punch, kick, and suplex each other across the helicopter tarmac in a way that only a professional Hollywood stunt coordinator can describe. But for all his prison breaking, Michael has never been one for people breaking. And after several minutes of this long fight scene, both bruised and bloody, the warden stands victorious over Michael.
You didn't break me, Schofield.
Look around you. Your reputation is ruined. Even if you stop me, prison state penitentiary won't be looked at the same way ever again. This prison is broken. I did what I came to do.
You and your brother are going to rot here.
We're already gone.
What?
Suddenly, headlights turn on, and the sound of a helicopter's blades turning on cause the warden to turn around where she sees Lincoln, Sucre, and Teabag in the helicopter ready to take off.
No!
She raises her hands up to shield her eyes from the dust being kicked up, and Michael takes the opportunity to kick her off her feet and run into the helicopter. As it takes off into the night sky, Schofield salutes the warden.
No!
William Fitchner and a group of guards come up from behind the warden.
What happened?
They got away. This prison, they broke it.
As if on cue, the shadowy government agent appears from the darkness.
Look what you've done.
It isn't what it looks like.
Oh, it isn't? Schofield is free. His brother is free. Those other two guys whose names I never learned are free. That puts all of our plans at risk.
Does it, sir?
Huh?
Think about it. They broke this prison, but they can't break the narrative. They can't return home. They can't see their families again. We just need to lay out the right trap. Other things they can't resist breaking, and they'll be all ours.
I like the way you think, critically acclaimed actor William Fichtner. Ever since I saw you in Pearl Harbor, I knew you were a government man.
Fitchner and the agent laugh as the camera zooms away and away and away until it resettles off on a helicopter escaping into the night sky. Lincoln flies as Michael sits shotgun. In the back, Sucre bandages Teabag.
So, this is the life of a professional prison breaker. It's not glamorous, but it is what it is. But maybe it's time to put this behind us. Maybe it's time to help people out however we can.
These men were sent to prison for a crime they didn't commit. These men promptly escaped from a maximum security stockade in the Los Angeles underground. Today, still wanted by the government, they survive as soldiers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire them. The A-Team. The A-Team kicks in, and Michael winks at the camera. The end.
That was Prison Break by Jamie Carbone. Bravo, bravo.
Shout out to Jamie.
Yeah.
All of work.
Yeah, good job, Jamie. When you see this in like a few hours, good job. Brody, excellent. Michael Schofield.
Thank you. I just tried to channel a tough guy. It's easy because I'm super tough, so.
It's really difficult to do an impression of William Fitchner. Or
yeah.
I tried doing it earlier when I was reading it, and it just sounded like Jeff Goldblum.
Well, he's a chameleon. He's so good at playing so many different roles.
You know? Mm-hmm. I'm sorry to him.
No.
He feels that I didn't capture his essence.
He's in the chat right now, and he's crying.
Yeah. Dan, that was a very good Dominic Purcell.
Thank you. I just tried to think of sort of a low-rent Vin Diesel.
Hey, that's the star of John Doe, sir.
Star of In the Name of the King 2?
Oh my god. Oh, he is the star of is it 2 or 3? Or is it Lundgren who's 3?
The third one is Lundgren time traveling.
Okay. I mean, everyone knows this. So,
Clearly.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Excellent, Dominic Purcell.
Makeup guy.
Wait, what?
Very good Joker makeup guy.
This is gonna be the one stream that I don't put on Joker makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause I don't want to do it today. It
Yeah,
stains
your
my
parents are
face.
here. Your parents were like, please, Chris, no Joker makeup
Yeah.
over here.
They're like, we're a Riddler Penguin household, no Jokers.
If you put on the makeup, you're grounded.
Before we do more breakdown of how great everyone, I want to say hi to our Sacramento viewers because we're also simulcasting with Stab Comedy Theater in Sacramento, which is my favorite comedy venue in the world. It's really good. I hope that in like 5 years when we can do live comedy again, people go to Stab. It's cool. So thank you, Stab, and Jesse Jones, and all the wonderful Stab people. And Sacramento, it's a good city. It's a good city. Ladybird, The Mentalist. Allison, excellent Warden. Excellent.
Thank you.
Yeah. Beautiful Schofield. And Matt, I'm so glad you had those aviators. You seem to be embodied a government, like a weird government FBI guy. This is an intrusive question, but are you Mormon at all? Like, or do you have like Mormon family? The FBI is full of Mormons. It is. I heard this one time, and I've never researched it.
I'm not Mormon, but my wives are.
That was really good.
Thank you.
Jaren, excellent Sucre. Beautiful.
I just looked at the actor and I was like, that's not Sucre at all.
No, yeah.
I never watched Prison Break.
Amari Nolasco, I believe. Why is there so much real estate in my brain that's Prison Break?
I googled Sucre pronunciation before we started, and you nailed it.
Yeah. All right.
I think it's William Fichtner, not Fitchner.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
I looked it up, and I thought it was the whole time, but I didn't want to say it.
He was the guy cast as Shredder in that original Michael Bay Turtles movie, wasn't he?
Oh my god!
Shredder.
Yeah.
He's good.
I forget because his name was Eric Sachs in that because Oroku Saki, if you like translate it very lazily, is Eric Sachs. I forgot about that.
Is that it?
That is his name. His name is Eric. I'm not kidding. It's not. Yeah. Yeah. And then they got backlash it's not great. And then they just added a new guy. They added a older Japanese actor. So they just had two villains.
No, he wasn't in the movie, right? Or was he changed into someone else?
No, I think he's in it. He just doesn't do anything.
He's just not White Shredder this time.
Yeah, he's not White Shredder. And he's not in the sequel. Shane wants to come back in. All right. We can let him back in now that we're in the post. We're wrapping up. Lydia, I didn't say great job as Teabag.
Oh, I noticed. You didn't.
That's great.
Changed me.
If there's one, oh my god.
I don't know this man.
Are we allowed? Are we allowed to show that on Twitch?
Sure.
All right. There are so many rules on Twitch that we do not fully understand, and we didn't mention any of them this time because every time we do, people break them.
This was just most of a no card.
Yeah, most of it no card.
People break them like prisons, you mean?
Exactly, which is what they said. All right, so Jamie isn't here, but this is The Last Castle, like the plot of that kind of, right? Has anyone seen The Last Castle?
No. What are you talking about?
It's a Robert Redford, James Gandolfini movie.
I've never even heard of it.
Oh, cool! It's a movie that doesn't exist then. It's like a military prison, and James Gandolfini is the warden. And at the end, he shoots a rebellious prisoner, Robert Redford, but in doing so, reveals that he is weak and loses all of his power. And that's the end of them. So it's like a very similar ending, except everyone in this one lived, and Robert Redford died in The Last Castle. Spoiler alert for The Last Castle, a movie that maybe doesn't exist.
I'll look it up on
a movie that Chris dreamed.
Yeah.
And after that movie, castles didn't exist.
Wow. Yeah, that's
After Robert Redford.
Yeah, Robert Redford doesn't exist. Yeah. Yeah.
So wait, that's the plot of the series finale of Castle.
Anywho.
No, it exists.
Yeah. Oh wow.
I would love an OC Prison Break crossover episode.
Ooh, that'd be. I mean, yeah.
Have you done that on Spec Script? Crossovers?
I mean,
crossovers that shouldn't happen?
We have hours and hours. Hey, Mom, do you want to say hi to the internet?
That's a crossover that just happened.
Yeah. My dad's in next week's episode. Oh.
Nice.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, everybody.
Hi. Yeah.
And bye.
Where are the dogs? Can you send the dogs up, please? All right. Yeah.
Pretty excited to have Jim Hotomy on. He'll be playing the role of Ghost Dad in Dexter.
Yeah, we're doing. All right. So next week we're doing Dexter, and we are doing.
Frasier.
Oh no, we're not.
No?
No. We're gonna do Dexter and something. So Dexter by Lydia. Lydia's writing Dexter. And yeah, you're right. I gotta reach out to. Yeah, I gotta make sure we know what we're doing else. Maybe Sopranos, maybe Frasier. Who knows? Yeah, it's gonna be exciting. And my dad's in that one. And Mary Mack from Solar Opposites. And hey girl. Oh, she's not here. Shaylin Bowers. And, all right. So I have a dog here. There's a dog. So let's see. Anyone have any plugs before we enter the post show? We're wrapping up right now. If anyone wants to talk about anything that they got going on, Brody, you want to start with you? You got
I'll just plug the Dark Weeb again, and the Male Gaze, my two podcasts. They'll be dropping new episodes on Monday. I'm excited about those. Just some good apps. And you can follow me on Twitter at AyoBroBro, where I'll be making jokes and, I don't know, posting like shred videos or something. So come through.
You're a good poster.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, so Helena, do you have anything to plug? I understand that this is an unfair question to ask during quarantine.
Yeah, no theater. I do still have my podcast, Sneeple at the Movies, that we're doing. That's just a bunch of people talking about movies. So that's happening.
It's a good podcast.
Thank you. I like it. We try our best. We're very new at it, but we're still doing it.
It's on the.
And that's kind of the only thing that I got going on. I wish I could let you listen to our D&D sessions, but those are private.
Podcasts are good. Let's see. Let's go to Matt. Matt, what do you got going on? Oh, all right. The dog's gone.
So during quarantine, I became like a mashup artist, sort of like Girl Talk.
Mm-hmm.
And my DJ handle is Fleetwood Shack. So if anyone is interested in mashups, I'll put a link in. My most recent one is called "I'm in the Club, Hollering Somewhere Over the Rainbow," and I'm also on Twitter, and I'll put that in the chat too.
All right. Let's see. Allison. Where should people find you and get more Allison Pregler content?
You can find me on youtube.com/Movie Nights, the series. Talk about So Bad It's Good movies or other random mishmash. A lot of stuff about Baywatch. I'm in the middle of doing some more Baywatching Nights videos talking about episodes that include human collections, samurais versus David Hasselhoff. Lots of cool stuff like that.
I'm excited for that. That's awesome. We got to do Baywatch Night soon and get you back for that.
Oh man, that'd be great.
Yeah. And there's Baywatch Hawaii. Is there 3 Baywatch shows or just?
Baywatch Hawaii is the last 2 seasons of proper Baywatch, but sometimes people label it as a separate thing.
Okay. No, I mean, if we run out of TV, when we're this close to running out of TV, if there's one thing about TV, it's that there isn't too much of it. All right. So Dan, how about you?
Well, there's the podcast, Flophouse Podcast. You can go to flophousepodcast.com. You can plug it into iTunes, find it that way. There are actually a couple of events next week. On Thursday the 13th, we are doing something for CYA Live. That's CYA.live. They're doing these like watch-alongs that are hosted by people. So it'll be my podcast co-hosted me and Griffin Newman of the Blank Check podcast at the Tick. Watching Triple X Return of Xander Cage. If you like staged readings like this one, we are also on the 15th. That's Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern. We did a charity live stream that raised actually $70,000 for Black Lives Matter and food banks. And as a reward for everyone giving money, we are doing a live reading of The Boy Next Door, the J-Lo script, the thriller, the erotic thriller. I will be playing J-Lo. And I'm Dan K. McCoy on Twitter.
I mean, that's all excellent. And before I talk to the rest of the team, so have you seen? I'm very excited for the Triple X thing. Have you seen Return of Xander Cage, or is this your first?
We did it for a live show at the Bell House a few years back. The before times. And had a great time.
I feel like I should have remembered that. I'm just a fake fan. No. I love seeing that movie was like one of my favorite surprises in cinema. If anyone hasn't seen Return of Xander Cage, I think it's a masterpiece.
It's actually pretty fun. We all kind of liked it, actually.
I just like Donnie Yen is just very sexy and very casual the entire movie. And it's good. Check out Triple H. Yeah, check out wrestler Triple H. Just see how he's doing. Watch some of his matches with Austin.
Watch The Chaperone.
Yeah, watch the Chaperone.
Is that where he drives a bus?
That is the one on the cover. He drives the bus.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So watch the Chaperone. What he was in some other ones. He was in a Prison Break movie. Watch. We gotta watch. What's it called? I gotta watch Money Plane. Dan, are you all going to do a Money Plane?
We are definitely planning on doing Money Plane at some point. We don't have it on the schedule yet, but it's definitely when we're going to do.
I can't wait for that. So to the team, Jaren, do you want to talk about some Catan stuff?
Oh yeah, settled on Catan. My nice live stream of playing Catan with friends. Yeah, I definitely, if anyone's interested, anyone plays. Anyone? No? Brody! You break up.
I've never played. I've never played.
Okay, good.
I'll play it, I just never have.
Good, that's what I want. I want to bring you to this wonderful craze of Catan. Yeah, so I just, I played with a lot of guests, a lot of awesome friends of mine. Chris been on it, Lydia, Shane got a little taste. You're going to get more. You're going to get so much more. I'm trying to get... I'm trying to get 50 followers, like some people, and definitely. Oh, and we're gonna do a giveaway. We're gonna try to give away a Catan board game, so you can play with your quarantined friends, your roommates, and your family, and the 6 people you've chosen to be in your quarantine circle. So, I will be doing that. So follow us on Twitch if you can, and you might win a game. So yeah.
Yeah, I've destroyed Jaren destroyed
oh wow! Okay, we need to look back on the videos there. You say destroy
So Sarah Kennedy, how are you doing?
Oh, good. You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Sarah K. Amity. I wish that wasn't easier than the one I used to have before it, but it is. It's about as easy as I've got so far. Sarah A. Comedy. Okay, and none of you can be at it, but tonight I'm super excited because our soccer team here in Albuquerque is like particularly good, and there's no sports live anymore, but they still are going to play against a Phoenix team, and so me and my fiance Kelly are going to project the game off of our apartment for all of our neighbors to be able to watch it. And we're gonna we have an FM transmitter for like a pirate radio station, and we're gonna like broadcast the game over the radio. So even if people don't want to leave their house, yeah. So I'm real excited about that little social distancing hangout.
Awesome. And Albuquerque is good. I just want to plug Albuquerque. And I think if anyone who here has been listening to the new Taylor Swift album besides me, it's great. It slaps. I don't know if you haven't listened to it. It slaps. It's all on Taylor's YouTube channel, and Sarah has a fantastic podcast called Tadar, which examines queer themes in Taylor Swift's music with a spice of true crime. It's really good.
Wait, is that really the theme of the whole thing? It's Taylor Swift LGBT themes?
Yeah, the whole. So it's called Tadar, and it's on anywhere you can get your podcast, and it's just looking at all of her music and her life through a queer lens, and like we go through each of her songs and be like, is this a gay song? And we do the whole thing.
Okay, that's cool.
Allison, I greatly recommend it. Shane, Jaron, and Lydia have known me before encountering the podcast and after it, and it broke my mind in a beautiful way. It really made me like Taylor Swift, and now I'm very much a certain type of Taylor Swift truther.
This is all true.
It's really great. Yes, so check it out if you need something to do during quarantine time. It's a good podcast. It's nice that it's good. It's really good.
Okay.
So yeah, Tadar Pod, Dark Weeb. What's the other one, Brody? I'm sorry, the got one of my boys.
Male
Gaze. Movie Nights, Flophouse, Settle on Catan, Sneeple, Shane's Dead, Matt's Post. Lydia, what do you got going on?
Really just Spec Script.
Now, where can you find Spec Script?
We stream on Twitch every Saturday.
Oh my goodness.
At 1 p.m. Pacific and some other time zones. And you can listen to us wherever you find podcasts. I like Spotify. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Lydia Womaning. It's like Lydia Manning, but ladied up.
Excellent. And you can follow the show at Spec Script Show on Twitter, Spec Script at Instagram, Spec Script here. If you want to throw any bucks to our performers, we're on Cash App at Spec Script, but the first S in Spec is a $. Next week it's Lydia Manning's episode of Entourage, Dexter, which will have a killer lineup. Including my dad as the ghost dad. I really hope he doesn't get COVID in between. That wouldn't be funny.
Me too. Is he going to be doing it from your place?
He's probably gonna. He's here in town. He's probably gonna be sitting right down next to me, reading it off my computer.
Yay!
Because I don't want to steal the internet that I'm using to broadcast.
I left at a bad time. Sorry, I just saw the mustard in the background.
It's good mustard. So that
I just like to mix it up.
Yeah, it's very dynamic. That's our amazing cast. That's our amazing show. Thank you so much for a great episode. We are now in the post show. We are no longer being broadcast in Sacramento. We are just living. If you want to leave,
they've thrown us out.
Everyone's welcome to leave, but we're going to chill out a bit. I don't think we're going to.
Hey everybody! Like Chris said, if you'd like to continue on with the Spec Script post show, I'm going to send you guys over there right now. So we're going to raid over the Spec Script post show. Let's see if I can do that competently. See how many of you will actually make it. Let's give it a try. All right, and here we go. Go hang out with the crew a little bit longer. I'm going to get things set up for new Haha Risings at 6 o'clock. See you guys in a bit. Go hang out with Chris and Lydia and the crew.
Everybody betrays me. No. That's the most.
Just illusion.